What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video we're going to be showcasing everything new that was added with the v34.40 update, which means new skins, back blings, emotes, LEGO versions of skins, instrument skins, other things of that nature, you know, everything that you could even think of. Even if we go all the way down here, we have some stuff like a free loading screen, some different instrument skins, some wills, some wraps, some sprays, and more. So without further ado, let's just dive into all the content you need to know about now, starting off with the skins themselves. Firstly, right away, as you can see right here, we have the brand new TMNT x Fortnite collaboration. For some reason, the actual menu doesn't want to work properly with me, but first off, we have the Bebop skin right here. Now, because of the fact these aren't encrypted, this means I'm able to showcase it now instead of having to make two videos, so it appears there won't be a double upload today, but at least you guys get to see everything a little bit early and all compiled into one video. Next up, we have the LEGO version of that outfit because it doesn't actually have any variants. However, some of the other outfits from the TMNT collaboration do have variants. So here's what it looks like if you plan to use it over in the LEGO Fortnite mode. We're gonna skip around to go ahead and do all the little like TMNT collab stuff first. So right here we have Krang's Android. Now this one doesn't have any variants, but it does have a built-in reactive emote, which I'll actually show you before we show off the LEGO version. So there's the actual skin itself. If we go over here, here is the built-in emote for the skin. And this one isn't really like traversal or anything, it's just that right there, that's pretty much it. Then we have the Krang's Android LEGO variant right here. Now, something very interesting about this is that because of the face kind of just, you know, not really having any animations, the actual chest where Krang is where the actual animations for the face are, and I think that's actually pretty sick. And then for the other part of the collaboration, we have Rocksteady right here, which does have a variant option. So first off, it has a built-in emote and selectable styles. You can see the main skin right there, and then as we actually go over here, you have the option to take the helmet on or take the helmet off. This is what it looks like with the helmet off, and I'll go ahead and like zoom out so you see a full view of that. Here is the built-in emote for the skin itself, meaning that only Rocksteady, I was right, but yeah, only he can use this emote. Next up, we have the LEGO version of the outfit right here. Nothing really like too crazy to mention, but it is nice to see that we get TMNT collaboration stuff and collaboration stuff in general with LEGO support. As we go down here, we also have Casey Jones. Now this one will be sold in his own bundle instead of being bundled with all the other characters like Rocksteady, Bebop, etc., which is pretty interesting. But that's what he looks like in his normal Battle Royale version, and then this is what he looks like in the LEGO Fortnite style right here. Now all the TMNT stuff will be available in the item shop tonight, but with that said, let's go ahead and go through all the other cosmetics that got added this update. Firstly, we got the Amber Moxie item shop skin right here, part of the TKO set. This one has two different options. You have the option to have the hood off or have the hood on right there, as you can see. And that's what it looks like from like the back view with the hood on. It somewhat attaches properly, but still kind of feels out of place to me. I don't really know what to think about it. But if we go over here, we also have the Amber Moxie LEGO style. Now this one I definitely kind of like sees, I don't know, for some reason there's certain skins I feel like are built more for LEGO Fortnite than they are for Battle Royale, and it feels like Amber Moxie is more of like a LEGO Fortnite skin to me. We have the Widow right here, which is an actual reactive skin, and as you can see, the bottom part of the actual like bridal dress is actually kind of going up in flames. Based on my understanding, the reactivity here is the more damage you actually take, the more your dress is kind of, you know, like flamed up even in the hair a little bit right there. So it's like the less health you have, the more damage you're going to be. The more health you have, the more clean your outfit's actually going to be, and it should actually kind of like refill the damage parts as you regain health. Now, of course, we also have the LEGO style right here for the outfit as well. Not reactive, of course, but it still has a little bit of that reactivity on the actual bottom part there. Nice little LEGO version. As we go over here, we have the Lapin skin, which is kind of a late Easter themed skin, I would say. Now, it does have the description to follow the White Rabbit if you dare, part of the Fox and Rabbit set. And it is just a pretty clean looking Easter themed skin overall, and then of course it has its own LEGO version as usual with all these different skin collaborations. You can even see how the mask kind of plays into it, you know, with the hair in the back and everything. And then on the left shoulder you've got a carrot, because, you know, wait, actually, is there a carrot on this one? Yeah, okay, yeah, instead of a knife, you get a carrot. It makes sense, though, and it does match. We have the brand new Save the World starter pack, being the Ninja Sarah set right here, where you'll be able to actually get this skin, which is actually a ninja hero in Save the World. And then you'll also get a few other cosmetics that you'll see a little bit later in the video. But it also has a Lego model, so here is the Lego version of a Save the World character, which is, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen one of those. So just kind of cool to kind of see an original Save the World kind of like hero being made into a Lego form. We got a new Moonpunk Ione skin right here, which has a description of Rebel under the full moon. This one is a part of the Moonwolf set, and it has a pretty interesting design. Now, I'm pretty sure this one is supposed to be item shop, but, you know, sometimes they kind of like delay things here and there, so I could be wrong in that, but it does appear like a lot of the stuff we're showing is actually item shop related. And we do have a little bit of a bonus for people who bought the Iron Man skin, and like we'll show a little bit later in the video, so keep that in mind. It's not actually going to be in this part of the showcase right here, but I will still show it. We have the brand new May 2025 Crew Pack skin right here, Kwame, with a description of Cut Through the Red Tape, part of the Stationary Samurai set, and of course it's going to have different customizable options. So for being subscribed for like 2 months, you get the Overtime Legacy. For 3 months, you actually get the Heroic Legacy. For 4 months, you get the Phase Legacy. For 5 months, you get the Rhymebound Legacy, and then for 6 months, you get the Cosmic Legacy actual version of the outfit. So you know the main two designs you kind of got going on here is the normal Kwame one, and then the Overtime version of that same skin. And of course, it has a Lego Fortnite version of the actual model itself that you'll be able to use over in Lego Fortnite modes, Brick Life Odyssey, whatever else. So you can see it right there. As we go over next, we have the Marika skin. I might have butchered it, but it's a new skin this update that kind of is part of the Graffiti Revolution set. Has a description of Paint a Brighter Tomorrow. It also has this Lego version right here that you'll be able to actually get. I'm pretty sure this one's also an item shop one, but don't take my word for that. You know, I might be wrong there, you know, but with a lot of these cosmetics that get added, it typically seems like they're item shop. We have Ko-Fi Graves right here with a description of Freedom, Justice, Style, part of the Call Me Ko-Fi set, and this one actually does have a selectable variant, which just allows you to take the glasses on and off. So there's what it looks like normally, and then if we take the glasses, if it wants to... Okay, hello? Let me use my mouse here. There we go. But yeah, if you take the actual glasses off, you can kind of see what it looks like and how it's different there. You know, it's not really too much of a crazy thing. It's just the glasses being taken off. But it is still nice to see a little bit of a selectable style added on top of it. And then we also, of course, have the Lego version of that outfit that you'll be able to get whenever you purchase the outfit in the item shop. And that's just kind of something interesting to see. Now over here we have the Renard skin, which actually is another one that goes with that whole entire like Fox and Rabbit set that we just mentioned earlier. You know, I showed the other skin to call it like a late Easter surprise in a way. Maybe it's not really Easter since this right here is the Fox version, but it still is once again another really clean skin that they're going to be selling very soon. And of course, since it's with that other skin, most likely both of those will be bundled together in the item shop. Now as we go down here, we have the Vic Vice skin, which has two different selectable options. We have the option to have the mask on, and then an option to have the mask off. It has a description of Never Let Them Forget Who Owns These Streets, part of the Victorious Bruiser set. So there's what it looks like with the mask on. Here's what it looks like with the mask off, for example, so you can kind of get a full overview of the different designs. And as a little bit of a bonus topic, since I just remembered this as we're kind of going through everything, it appears that the Psycho Bandit skin from Borderlands is actually set to return to the item shop in the very near future because its bundle just got randomly updated out of the blue with the most recent Fortnite update. So if you're someone who wanted the Psycho Bandit skin, and we'll actually close out of this area to show you what the skin looks like real quickly here. This skin right here is set to return to the item shop pretty soon, so that's something to kind of be excited for, but I thought I'd just quickly mention that since I just remembered about it as we were recording this. We have a brand new Ghost Monk skin with the description of a super secretive sock monkey, part of the Sock'em set right here. You can see the front and back design right there, and you can actually see the Lego version of the outfit. And before we kind of continue on with everything else, I think what we're going to do here is kind of tell you about the Iron Man cosmetic stuff. So if we go to our locker right now and we actually equip the normal Iron Man skin right here, of course it has all the different color options and different styles you're able to use, but the back bling and the pickaxe for this never actually had styles that matched. However, now with the most recent update, you are able to actually change the color style on the back bling and pickaxe to make it match the Iron Man skin that you got from the exact same same set. Even if we go over here to the pickaxe, you can see right there, default, model 39, model 42, and model Doom, and even if we try it out right there, you can see the color and everything else changes to match whatever you've kind of got going on there, which is a pretty interesting thing that they didn't really like have to do, but it is nice to see that they did. For back blings, we have ourselves the Oink Lid back bling right here for the actual TMNT collaboration. We have ourselves the Bebop Beats back bling, which is actually one of the instruments, you know, the drums. We have the Amber Shell back bling. We have ourselves the Dimensional X Portal back bling, which I think actually kind of somewhat works with this Iron Man skin. We got the Widowmaker back bling right here, which is reactive. It's going to be reactive the same way the outfit is. And of course, it also will have you unsheathe the pickaxe when you have both equipped. We have the Combat Machete back bling right here. We have ourselves the back bling version of one of the new instrument skins. We got ourselves the Lappin' Stuffy back bling, which I like the little plushy back blings they do, and of course, you know, the legs and arms have a little bit of like jiggle physics to them. We have the Shinobi Shield back bling. We got ourselves the Wolf Punk Pack back bling right here. And then as we go down here, we have ourselves the Crew Series back bling, you know, for the May 2025. So this is what it looks like with its normal variant. You can see a laptop in the back bling and everything else. Here it is with the actual Overtime Legacy. Here it is with the Auroric Legacy. Here it is with the Phase Legacy. Here it is with the Rhymebound Legacy. And then here it is with the Cosmic Legacy. So all of these are actually going to be a part of the Crew Pass. We have ourselves the Graffiti, I can't speak this morning, Graffiti Spray Pack. Got ourselves the Freedom Drum. We have ourselves KZ's Golf Bag from the TMNT collaboration, and we also have Casey Jones's actual instrument as a back bling. We have ourselves the Renard Stuffy, which is basically similar to the other one I just mentioned, but you know, it actually doesn't have like the little foam, or I guess insert, whatever it is coming out of it. We got ourselves Vic's Street Bag right here. And that is all the new back blings added with this update. So as we go down here, we're going to go ahead and skip over the emotes for right now to show you the different pickaxes. Now, of course, this is a weird bug with the item shop where for some reason I just can't try these on, so I can't swing it for you, but we can at least give you a nice little overview. So we have the Snout Smasher, we got the Bebop Beats, and this one I can show you because it is just kind of the drumsticks. You got the Shining Stick, we have the Dimension Axe, the Widowmaker pickaxe, which is actually a part of the whole entire, you know, bridal widow skin that we just mentioned. We have the Combat Machete, the Rocksteady pickaxe, which is just, you know, the instrument skin as an actual pickaxe. We got the Lucky Dagger, which actually, I really like the small pickaxes, so it's nice to see that. We have the Ruler Sword, which is for the Save the World starter pack, and, you know, it makes sense since that is one of the actual, like, early on melee weapons in Save the World. We got the Violent Thorn pickaxe. We have ourselves the Crew Series Katana, so this is what it looks like in its normal form, then in Overtime, then in Auroric, then we have the Phase Legacy, and then we have Rhymebound Legacy, and then of course we have ourselves the Galaxy Legacy. We have the Aerosol Hammer pickaxe right here. We have ourselves the Symbol of Justice. We have Casey's Hockey Stick. We got Casey Jones's special as a pickaxe again. Didn't we just? Oh wait, no. This was Rocksteady's pickaxe. My bad. But yeah, we have Casey Jones's pickaxe right there. We have ourselves the Trickster's Polearm. And then we have the Bruiser's Bat. Now, next up, some things to mention here is that this spray is labeled in the files as a Zero Build PlayStation Cup reward, so keep that in mind if you want the Zadie the Elite spray. The Champion Star appears to be an upcoming Twitch drop reward. We have the Widow's Lace wrap right here, which actually has a little bit of damage reactivity. As you can see right there, the more damaged you are, the more burnt the actual wrap itself is going to be. Now, I want to see how far it actually goes down. Does it fully burn out the wrap? Or I think it stops right there, yeah, and then it should show it kind of healing as you gain more health back. Next up, we have ourselves the Hunter's Folly animated and reactive wrap, so you can't really see too much of an animation without the actual reactivity, but if we trigger it, you can really see that animation start to shine on the actual wrap itself. We have the Crow of Vice animated wrap. Now this one doesn't actually have any reactivity, but it does just kind of have like the shimmering on the crown out there. So that is a nice little wrap to get if you like it. We have the classic custom Turtle Van decal with of course all the different customizable decal color options. Now the TMNT Turtle Van, it is currently encrypted, so we can't show that to you in this video. We have the Galactic Duel loading screen right here, which is set to be a free reward for the brand new Star Wars season. You can see the whole entire little like Oh man, C3PO I think it is. I didn't even want to cut the video there, but underneath like the Wookiee team leader, you can kind of see a little miniature C3PO, and hopefully I said that right. That could be hinting towards a C3PO skin later on in that season, but that will be a free reward that you'll be able to get, not really for sure how yet, in order to hype up the new Star Wars season. We got the Rocksteady bass. We have ourselves the Bebop drums. You can see the back right there. And you can actually see like a little cut into turtle shell. We got the Casey Jones special guitar. And then we got the Rosera Futura wheels. And we also got the Rosera Ember wheels. Now it looks like these might be a part of some like free quest or something in the future. I'm not entirely for sure. Because they don't really have any like selectable options or anything, but then again I could be wrong, and these could just be something that you have to still buy in the item shop. But with that said, now I did just realize I basically forgot to show any of the emotes to you guys, so I know I was like cutting my outro out or whatever else, but we have to show these emotes to you, so let's go ahead and show it. First off, we have the Beatdown Boogie emote right now, which is a dance emote, which means it can be synced with everyone else. It's part of the TMNT collaboration, has a description of Turtle Beatdown, check, dance break in progress. So there it is right there for you, and of course only one person needs to own it for everyone else to kind of like sync it with you. We got the little transport drone traversal emote right here. I like the little like traversal emotes they do. And you can actually see that you're like struggling to stay on top of the drill, which is something we don't really see from these like traversal emotes, where it's just like, you know, you're not able to stay on the vehicle itself. Typically you're just kind of cruising, you know, having a lot of fun. Here you're kind of like hanging on for dear life. We have ourselves the spectating emo right here, the description of get a glimpse of your surroundings. Really nice emotes they've kind of got going on. I like a little bit of the little like flares they've got going here, you know, like spectating and stuff. We got ourselves the Ashes of Love emote, which is a traversal emote where you kind of just throw out some petals that just turn into flames, which is a part of that whole entire Widowmaker skin set thing we got going on. We have the Enticing Pie traversal emote, which is quite the emote. You know what, actually to show this one off to you guys, I'm going to quickly change something here. So let me go over to my locker, let me equip a very specific skin, and now let's go back here and show you the Enticing Pie emote once again. So there it is, just enjoy that. You know what, I'm going to take a screenshot of that real quickly here, just to post it on social media. But this is one of the new traversal emotes that got added this update. We have ourselves the chest bump synced emote right here. We have ourselves the Casey Jones taunt emote. We have the shock grip emote. I wonder, does that sync? Is it like, well, I'm not synced, but does it like keep looping little like laugh and they do it again? Yep, it does. Then we have the Cleansing Flame dance emote. Now this one can be synced by anyone else who actually doesn't own the emote. And then I want to see, are these anything different that we don't already have? Alright, I think that, yeah, that's just the Beatdown Boogie emote right there, just with the little, like, synced versions of it. But with that said, that has now actually been everything added this update, so I hope you champs and champions enjoyed the video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload, so until then, peace out.